and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Detroit Pistons. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for him.
And he's really shot the ball well from the charity stripe recently. He's stepping up to the line with confidence and just burying those shots in bunches. It's been encouraging to watch his development.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Then it's Duren, then it's Duncan Robinson, and it's Jenkins in at the point. And for Charlotte, Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple, and it's Diabate in at the 5 spot. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
And the dunk by Duren.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Pass to Knipple from deep three-point land. From beyond the arc, and then some.
Yeah, LaMelo relishes every chance he gets to drop a dime like that.
To the inside. And the dunk by Duren.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Jenkins. 9 points in his last outing. Outside Robinson. There's a screen. Lets it go from deep. Knipple with the rebound. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, as they'll call it.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
And here are the Hornets now, following the score by Detroit to the middle. Duren with a steal. Miller against Thompson. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Harris left side. 5 to shoot. Over Knipple. Harris misses. Pass to Bridges. The shot misses. Thompson with some nice D. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Duren. And Harris throws it down.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
Now here's Miller. His last outing, he had 20. Back to Ball. No one near him. And he hits the jumper for 2.
He will not think twice about letting it fly if Ball gets a look that he likes.
Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
And while we have a moment, a look at the best rookie scorer since the All-Star break. 5th on the list, Knipple.
He's looked anything but a rookie. The game is coming naturally to him, and he's just picking his spots and capitalizing on offense.
Has the moxie of a veteran, Greg. I mean, since the All-Star break, it's been showing up big time on the scoreboard.
And it's all from three-point range.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Now here's Ball. Last game out, 36 points for him. Pass to Knippel. Down low. It's tipped. Duren with a steal. For three, Robinson. Ball with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Miller outside. Robinson defending. And here's Ball. An easy two on the layup. Ball's got his second basket on the night.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
During his career, we've seen LaMelo Ball score from just about everywhere, Clark.
Yeah, you know, he's really a talented player. I mean, he can make it hard on any defense. He's always in motion, and he knows what to do when he catches the basketball. And he's unpredictable in how he goes about it. He's a hard cover for sure.
Detroit leading by 3. To the paint. Pass to Robinson. Now here's Harris. 6 to shoot. Back to Robinson. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
It wasn't pretty. That's definitely the case. I mean, I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories and actually erase it from the hard drive.
Duren with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Harris misses.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Bridges a screen on Robinson. And Ball throws it down.
A master at creating space in the two-man game. That's LaMelo Ball.
Harris against Bridges. Harris outside. For 3, Robinson. No good. Would have counted had it gone. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Pistons ahead, leading by a point. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got Pat Connaughton, Green out there with Grant Williams. Then it's Ball. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Inside, Williams. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Williams has got his first points in this one.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Herder against Connaughton. Pass to Holland. Picked by Reed. Holland can't hit. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
LaMelo sending it.
Ball using his size that time to make things happen on the offensive boards.
Pistons trail by 3. Pass to Holland. To the middle. Detroit moving the ball around. It's hauled in by Connaughton.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And these are the teams that have been threats from beyond the arc since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Hornets.
As the season has gone on, the ball has gone in more and more. You like the trend that they're in a terrific rhythm offensively.
Outside Herter. Outside Robinson. Gets the 3 ball to go. Robinson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's White. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. And that one no good to start off the night.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. The drive by Miller. Here's the 3. Duran with a rebound.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
And stolen by Green. The 3 is up. Again, the miss by the Hornets. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Charlotte making some changes. Miles Bridges checked in for Williams, and Knippel subbed in for Green. Harris is checked in for Detroit. Thompson comes in for Herter. Pass to Knippel, and here's Bridges, pounded by Harris. Here's Miller, hits the 3-pointer. And Graham, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
On the break. It's good.
Yeah, it's good to see Miller making a strength play like that, not backing down in the face of some rugged defense.
Looking at the young forward, Brandon Miller. Just how high is this kid's ceiling, Clark?
Yeah, I think he's got all-star potential. I mean, he's a multifaceted scorer, a really solid rebounder at the wing position, and a good passer, just a good all-around player who I think is only going to get better and better as time goes on.
Now here's White. Defense is right there. Up top, Miller. Robinson defending. Shot clock at 5. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Harris throws it down.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's White. Still without a bucket. Bridges, a screen on Thompson. Pass to Knippel. Fires the 3. Charlotte again missing. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
Well, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Here's Miller, following the score by Detroit. Pass to Knippel. Back to Miller. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
He's found his game in the second quarter, looking very assertive now.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jenkins for three. Robinson. The Hornets pull it in.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
And here's White. Screen by Bridges. White, the pass to Bridges. The kick out to White. The three is up. Not going to go that time. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Detroit on top, up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You look at the Pistons, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part.
Moving on, let's look at how these Pistons are doing. That first half was close.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Jalen Duren with a strong contribution so far on this one.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Then it's Asar Thompson. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Jenkins in at the one. There's the block. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Such an athletic guy. Bridges just hammers it down.
The Pistons trailing. Pass to Harris. And Harris throws it down. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a two-time champion as an assistant coach.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021, then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024, and that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build the winning culture.
Good on both.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
Detroit shooting the ball at 48% so far. Pass to Thompson. Out to Harris. Takes a three. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Robinson against Miller. Here's Knipple. Back to Miller. Fires for three. Charlotte again missing.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Now here's Ball. Give him 8. Here's Miller. Back to Ball. Clock at 6. Miller with it. Now guarded by Duren. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Check out Miller showing off his pure shooting ability in the mid-range. So smooth.
Harris on the wing. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And rejected. And here's Knipple from the arc. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Jenkins. Still no points. Back to Duren. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Ball. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Ball outside. Over to the left wing. And he lobs it up top. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. As we head towards the playoffs, let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. You look at Detroit, this season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at #1 as the postseason approaches. And of course the Charlotte Hornets, they're a ways down in the standings.
I think for the Hornets, they're in a precarious spot. Every win is so crucial for them right now. And that's why they're approaching the end of the year with this playoff mentality.
Now here's Harris. He's got 13. Pass to Holland. Shoots over Ball. And Holland, the bucket on the assist by Harris. Holland's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And here are the guys that have been piling up the steals. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. You look at Thompson. Better be careful around him when you have the ball. The league leader in steals.
And no surprise he's at the top of this list. His aggressiveness and opportunistic attitude on defense helps this team so much. Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The Pistons leading. The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
Now here's Williams. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Ball against Robinson. And there's the lob. Oh, stolen by Harris. 1:24 left in the third quarter. Good on the bucket. Harris has got 7 now in this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Harris on the wing. Outside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Holland. Some solid defense from Williams. The Hornets have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to White. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Ball. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Here's Ball. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pistons ahead, leading by 4. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Kobe White out there with Ball. Then there's Grant Williams. Then there's James. And it's Diabate in at the center position. That's the Hornets 5. Hornets trail by 4. Williams on the wing. Back to White. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And one thing I love about White's game, he scores on all 3 levels. He is not afraid at all to go inside.
Now here's LeVert. Fires from deep. And again, no good by Detroit. The Hornets shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Pass to Diabate. To tie it up. The shot comes out. Ooh, some solid defense from Herter. Now Sasser. LeVert outside. Duren with a screen on James. To the inside. And the dunk by Duren.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. Coach challenging the team to play faster. He emphasized the main focus is that first pass off a turnover or a rebound. Make it quicker to get the ball out and into transition. Let's see if those words actually work.
And Allie, thanks. Launches a three. Herter can't hit. Hornets trail by 4. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Bridges outside. The kick out to White. The shot. Charlotte, no good that time either.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
And the dunk by Duren.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
And here's Charlotte now, following the score by Detroit. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. White for three. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Picked it out of midair. And stolen by Herter. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Now Duren. Cleared away by White. From deep. It's cleared away by Thompson.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Miller. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Bridges fires. Oh, he can't hit it. The Pistons lead by 6. Now Herter. Oh, it misses. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. Tough move by Miller, having to absorb the foul while taking his shot.
That's good for Miller. Ball, he's checked in for Charlotte. Detroit also making some changes. Harris is checked in for Holland. Robinson comes in for Herter. Jenkins comes in for Sasser.
In tense situations at the line, they can count on him to keep his cool.
No good. Hornets trail by 4. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. The drive by Miller. Off on the layup. Harris with it. He's picked up by Miller. Robinson. Here's Duren.
Yeah, just so active. I love the passion Duren brings to this game. And the skill set, too, is developing.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws right there now gives them a little bit of breathing room.
Now Bridges. Miller outside. Bridges, a screen on Robinson. The drive by Miller. Tipped.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Oh, missed on the tray.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested threes.
Harris against Miller. Here's Bridges. Beyond the arc. Oh, it's off.
Really hard to stay competitive when you're taking low percentage shots.
There's 38 seconds left in the final quarter. Oh, there for the rebound. Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
Puts up the tray. It's good from beyond the arc. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Showing great confidence from the line. That makes this a 2-possession game.
Outside Bridges. Let's loose for 3. That misses. And that's an intentional foul.
Miller, first personal foul, third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Brandon Miller. No good from 3. So it's Detroit picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports.